Hello, 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 hello. How is it going? I am tired, but concrete. My voice feels like concrete. How are you all doing in chat who I've been speaking to this entire time because I've just been kind of bored for the last 15 minutes. I think I missed time my whole day today. I had a student at 6 o'clock and they didn't turn up, so I've just been hanging around until this the stream starts. And I was supposed to warm up for the first half of this, and then it's just I've already done that now. So I'm probably going to sound nominally better than I normally do. I am real. It was true. The horrific stories you heard were all true. There's some kind of weird, spooky, like, light reflection going on my practice. Is that a light reflection or a shadow? I don't think it's a shadow. I think it's a reflection from the camera or something. It's very strange. I don't know. Very, very weird. Your concrete plants. I can't believe that video. I had to watch it about 10 times to think, who's the idiot here? Because I felt like it was so confident that the idiot must have been me, but no, obviously you cannot grow concrete. No matter how, yeah, exactly. You have brought joy to so many people with that link. I was so convinced when he said, yeah, you can. I was thinking, can you grow concrete? Maybe you can grow concrete. Maybe I'm the idiot for thinking it, but no. I'm pretty sure you can't grow concrete, but thanks to the special efforts of Anna, we will soon find out whether or not concrete can be grown. Maybe it's like organs. Like, in theory, you can't really grow organs, kinda, but soon we will be able to grow the concrete. Is the haunted computer in relation to the strange shadow on my practice? But it must be a shadow, but like I can't see it on my. I can't see it from this angle. It's completely normal. It's only on the stream. Why are they funny organs? Are they gonna be like? Is that like a comedic mishap? Like we attempted to grow some livers, but they just came out amusingly cuboid, or like someone got in and for a practical joke they just kind of, I don't know, they just made like double ears or something like that. I don't know. I feel like double ears might be useful. I could go for some double ears right now. Organs. That's the. I don't know what it's from, but I know about orgone accumulators because of Hawkwind. Squeaky toy organs. Yeah, like. It's one of those weird. I know you give dogs pig's ears. I don't know if that's a real thing or just like a. I don't know. But like, would you, if you can just grow organs, would you like give a dog a liver to chew on? If it's like a vegetarian liver, like it's not actually been part of a human being, it's been grown in a lab, but it is like lab-grown liver. Like, is that a thing you can get? Hey, we're talking about growing organs and concrete. Could you grow a concrete organ? What organ would be the best to replace with like a concrete version of itself? Like, I assume that like it's not. We can't just as scientists, and we are all scientists here. This is a science stream. We can't just say, okay, well, no, we can't have they're all rubbish. One organ must be better than the other organs if it was concrete. And I'm willing to go on a limb here and say it's probably the appendix. Because the appendix isn't that useful otherwise. What? Why? It's got to be the fleshy things. This is I don't know. By the tone of these streams, it's got to be the fleshy things. It would never ever be the musical instrument. Is that a real quote? That's so good. The heart of a concrete elephant. I like that. Hey! I bangle and also drum. How are you doing, Burnt Apple? How much of it is real? Is it like the same as the concrete organs? If you grow like a little bit of it, some of the liver is real, but some of it's concrete, and we just have to figure out which. Would it be, what if it was like easier to tell? Would it be visually obvious that half of this liver is concrete, or would it just be like on the genetic level? It just shares the DNA with concrete. It just shares the DNA with concrete. So like, for all intents and purposes, it looks like a regular liver, but it actually tastes more like concrete when you or the dog eats it. I think we've got a couple of doctors in chat right now. I think everyone here, in order to join the thing, you have to be like. I think everyone here has gone. Well, that's a difficult question because these are like lab-grown livers. So is it really a human liver? It has a lot in common with the human liver, but is it a human liver though? Because I don't think it is. I don't think that constitutes a human liver. A digestive system baby. Like, we're just asking questions here. We're just asking questions. What if the baby came out concrete though? That'd be kind of sad. I think a concrete baby would be worse than a regular baby. Like, a concrete liver, maybe. You can't murder concrete. Manslaughter, yes, but murder, no. Well, Mischief Teller, you're thinking about the ship of Theseus problem. The ship of Theseus problem. The ship of Theseus problem is Theseus travels out with a ship. I don't know anything about Greek mythology, by the way. I'm really punching above my weight here. But Theseus travels out on a ship, and then all of the parts of the ship break down and destroyed, have to be repaired. And by the time he travels back in, every single part of the ship has been replaced. Is it still the same ship? I just watched The Sopranos. I don't remember anyone getting buried in concrete in The Sopranos, but it sounds like a mafia-y kind of thing. We need Duke Nukem sounds for this. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. I can't even think. They jumped in the gun. What? Concrete would give you burns, though. That's the thing. No one wants to talk about this. No one wants to tell you that if you buried someone in concrete, they would get chemical burns from the concrete setting process. The janitor using the same broom for 20. I think. Is it? What's the film? It's not by Cracked, but it's by some of the people from Cracked. John dies at the end. They explain the ship of Theseus problem with the axe handle in terms of like hacking a zombie to death, or maybe hacking your zombified friend to death with an axe, even if it was a different axe from what it was before. I don't know if that film's still okay. I've not rewatched it since. I have a sneaking suspicion that John Cheese was at the helm for that, and we don't stand John Cheese on this stream. Does it edit your DNA, or is it like a prion thing? Because I feel like it's a prion thing. Can all the cannibals in the chat please holler and can they all kind of like check in on this one? I feel like it's like a protein virus that you get if you eat human DNA. No, not human DNA. If you eat human meat, it's like mad cow disease. I think that's a prion thing, and that comes from cows eating cows. The thing is, that's mostly from like regular I can't even say it. Regular cannibalism. What we've not really discovered we've not really probed the depths of concrete relative cannibalism, because like actual cannibalism versus concrete cannibalism, two totally different things that the thesaurus has totally messed me up on. Yeah, but what if you got chemical burns from actual? You're not a cannibal. All you eat is peas. Concrete Cannibalism is a great band name. Anyway, no, so if you eat a human liver, you get prion disease. That's the way it goes. That's a fact. It's not disputed. That's true that you get prion disease. But if you eat a concrete liver, you just get concrete. You get concrete tummy syndrome, which is an informal name for the more kind of commonly discussed medical term, concrete tummy-itis, which is, I think, why I was off stream for the last 2 weeks. Pringles disease. You can't actually get a disease from Pringles. It's mostly like the thing where you get your hand stuck in the thing. It's not. I'm not really convinced that you can get your hand stuck in the Pringles tube. But it's just the most uncomfortable sensory experience. I think there must be a more efficient way of doing that. But again, these are these are kind of besides the Pringles disease is serious. Oh no, there is one that's really frightening. I was looking this up for a long time because I've had some serious sleep problems, and it turns out that the solution to I was sleeping like 1 hour a night. It was rubbish. And the cure for that was pronouns, as it turns out. Not prions, but pronouns, which is a different thing. You start looking up, why can't I sleep? Why am I sleeping 1 hour a night? And you usually do this at about 4 in the morning after you've been awake and angry for 3 hours. And it's always angry. It's never sad. You're always angry at 3 in the morning if you can't sleep. And you look it up, and it comes up with I can't remember. Someone can find the name for this, but it's a disease where you just stop sleeping. Like, that's it. You're done. No more sleep. And kind of like water or food, you can't live for that long without sleep. So you just start going more and more and more and more and more. You lose your mind, and then you die. And it's just like, if you have insomnia, it's the worst thing to read, especially if you have chronic insomnia. So I would not recommend Pringles disease. Cure is getting bonked onto that lightly on the head. But with what though? Concrete. I like the idea of concrete concreter, because concreter is like, is that becoming more concrete? Like, is that becoming more concrete in the sense of becoming more actual, more real? I think the first thing that Pike said when the stream started was like a bonker. The first thing that Pike said when the stream started was that I'm real, which can't be proven. This could be a recording. This could be CGI. We're all doctors here, so we know that you can CGI. This could be like a medical anatomy VR thing, and it just looks like someone playing drums because of pure random chance. But the first thing Pike said was that I'm real. But what if I could become more real? What if I could like come out of the screen and like, I don't know, if I could like just like bonk all of you on the head. It is bonkers, but is it concrete? Is the concrete conversation concrete? This is the thing. I mean, you're all sitting around in your various spaces, staring at a box with a load of little dots on it, and you feel like you're having a social interaction. And here I am doing the same thing, staring at. I've got actually 2 screens, both full of dots, little dots, and the little dots make me think that there are other people here. There aren't. I'm sitting in a room on my own talking to myself, but no one can prove that I'm crazy because they haven't tested me for Pringles disease. Wow, it feels like the lame jokes are coming right out of the screen at me. I've not really thought about anything I'm doing right now. It feels like my default option for drum stuff is just like flam taps. I keep trying to get to the freezing 2s, but I can't do it. I can't do this while I'm talking because it messes me up. So let's go. Flam taps will stay. Oh no, let's go to 3s. Drumming. Drum go brrr. Yes, drum. Very good. I always thought the smell-o-vision would be a good one for concerts, because the thing is, you can't capture the raw depression in a YouTube video. And like, everyone thinks about, you know, concert kind of recordings in terms of like, watching like a live concert DVD. But imagine smelling like one of those really gnarly, pixely, like phone videos. They've been filmed in vertical, so it's really annoying. So it looks like one of those really annoying videos. It just looks like, oh, I'm gonna turn that off. There we go. So it would look something like this. So we're watching the. Imagine the smell-o-vision from this. I know, it's great. It's not even in the right, hold on, if I move over here we go. Smell-o-vision on this. Does this smell better or worse than the, you know, the thing I had when it was normal and good? Because I feel like this would smell somehow worse. I think there's a lower moral status that should be applied to vertical videos. And I've had this argument with very people before. I can't stand how this looks. Less stimulating? No! No, this feels claustrophobic. And not just like I'm trapped inside this horrible box, but like claustrophobic, like my eyes get annoyed looking at this. I want to see what's on the outside, because the thing is, there could be anything beyond these walls. There's one here and one here. There could be anything outside these walls. You just don't know. TikTok is the devil. I've spent enough time on TikTok already because I had to spend, one of the YouTubers I like spent all month doing Doom videos. Where does that go? I think I went there before. Doing Doom videos. Did I break the vignettes? Where'd the vignettes go? Oh, who knows? Who knows? I spent all month doing like TikTok quality videos instead of doing one big one, and it's just like, oh my god, yeah. Do you really want? Oh, fine. All right. We're doing TikTok streams. This is going to be like TikTok style. There is a way for me to stream on TikTok, but I'm not going to do it because I'm just that's too much effort. It's too much effort. All right, here we go. The room probably does smell of noodles, actually. Oh yeah. I put something on my whiteboard every single time, and people never notice. No one ever appreciates the whiteboard. There we go. It's not 9/16. It's 7/17. It's 1917. So that's a thing. But that's like the time, not the year. I always write funny stuff on my whiteboards, and no one ever appreciates it. I think earlier I forgot to erase it in time, and so I forgot to erase it in time. So I would make a rubbish webcomic. I forgot to erase it in time. So like a student came in, and last time on the last stream it said cats with a big question mark, or a couple of question marks, but every single word had cat ears and a tail. And my student just came in and I was like, oh, this is probably from my previous lesson. And it's just the word cats. Year without summer. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Oh, you've been looking into the lore there. EO is not on stream today. Maybe they'll turn up, but they've just sent me EO 2, EO 3, and something that they won't admit is EO 4 as well. Like, all of that is like properly planned out. EO's got plans and schemes. But on top of that, they've also got like all of the concepts, those super nerdy historical concepts are planned out for the next couple of things as well. So like, it's a whole. The thing is, this is one thing for smell-o-vision, but you cannot imagine black metal smell-o-vision. Black metal smell-o-vision is the way that the world ends. That has to be the way. Actually, that or maybe 100 gex smell-o-vision. I heard that's not very nice, and I don't know why that is. But I've just heard that 100 gex smell-o-vision is not that great. EO was so chill. I went to a gig with Chris from EO the other day. Nice smell. Why would there be? What's the point of doing anything nice with smell-o-vision? Why even? Yeah. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where humanity will immediately like go for like the worst possible use of any technology. So, splitting the atom immediately means nuclear weapons. Smell-o-vision immediately means 100 gex live concerts with smell-o-vision. Concrete livers. How could you? Well, I was saying like concrete dog chew toys kind of thing. But I'm certain we can come up with a worse. There must be a worse way of kind of like using that technology than concrete livers. And I don't know why we're on concrete livers, because but livers is the one. It's not concrete hearts like Queen Elizabeth I. It's not concrete esophagi. It's not concrete eyes, although imagine concrete eyes. KGLW. What's that? KGLW. Is that like, because I'm getting Kyle gas. That's what I'm getting. Kyle gas smells worse. Maybe. I could believe that about Kyle gas. Genuinely as the purpose of content for audiences and the value of content. What would the genuine purpose of smell? I mean, it's just an immersive experience. If you're thinking about films, I think it'd be more useful for films than music. So if you're in kind of like a tomb of an ancient pharaoh or something like that, you can really smell the stinky corpse. And then, as you pour the concrete into the tomb of the ancient pharaoh, you can really smell that nice concretey smell. And then the mummy gets up, because the mummy's alive, by the way. Like, it's not like this isn't David Attenborough doing history. This is like Brendan Fraser defeats the mummy. So the mummy gets up covered in concrete, and the mummy's like smelling really bad. It's like was there like a, I don't know if it was real or not. It was like a meme where people were talking about drinking the sluice that was still there in a mummy's tomb that got opened relatively recently. I don't know if anyone remembers that. Come Dine With Me would be, like, I would absolutely watch Come Dine With Me with smell-o-vision. Because, like, that means you can kind of get, I feel like the meme potential of smell-o-vision is just be, like, out of this world. See, I've not been to a couple of those weird 4D cinema experiences with smell-o-vision. Where did you get the smell-o-vision cinema experience? Because, like, one of the reasons I don't like the cinema, I don't really like go to the cinema. First of all, I'm cheap. Second of all, that's cheating. You can't overdub the smells. You got to do it live in the studio. That's the way they did it in the 70s. They would just do it in the studio. Oh, Sea Life Centre. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but Sea Life Centre doesn't need it to be 4D because, like, the Sea Life Centre smells of sea stuff. I think you'd have to ADR the smell, because if you didn't, it's the problem is that, you know, like, I live in a kind of a, it's not a town in the countryside, but it's close enough to the countryside that every now and again, if a farmer's muck spreading, then the entire town will smell of manure. Like, imagine you go to shoot for a day, because I know directors have to deal with this when it comes to, like, you know, if you're doing like an outdoor shoot, and the weather just doesn't go the way you wanted it to. That will just ruin the shoot for the day. Imagine you're going to do the smell-o-vision shoot. I feel like I'm doing a jaunty walk here. Imagine you're doing a smell-o-vision shoot, and suddenly it's like, oh no, there's a car like burning its tires out next door, and now it smells like burning rubber, and we can't smell the nice smell of, I don't know, freedom, or whatever the smell is in the film. Because the smell would have to be relevant to the film. This is the thing, everyone, like, you just think, oh, it'll be more immersive, you'll have smells that are, like, relevant to the action on screen. But that's amateur, that's amateur material there. What you need to do, as a consummate professional filmmaker, which we all are, by the way, we're all professional filmmakers here, you would need to kind of create smells that would have kind of ironic implications for the narrative, or maybe smells that could, like, set up, you know, kind of later plot twists. Like, how would you set, like, okay, I'm trying to think of a good plot twist that you could set up using a smell. Okay, so there's a character who we assume is one of the human beings. Everyone else is, you know, we're trying to fight the aliens here, but this character seems to be human, but they smell more like concrete than human every time they're on set. And we never question it, we just think, that's strange. But then, when you rewatch it later, and you re-smell later, you notice the concrete aliens were kind of like giving it away the whole time. They all smell of concrete, and this ostensibly human character smells of concrete, so they must have been the alien. So when they betray the hero, kind of 3 hours and 45 minutes into this is a long film, by the way. When smell-o-vision comes around, things will be engaging for longer. So around 3 minutes and 45 seconds, 3 hours into this film, you can't smell an odorless gas. No, but what if you like started doing that to mess with people? Like, you're making a TikTok, but you deliberately put the smell of gas into it to make people think there's a gas leak nearby. And then, like, suddenly, it's like, It's like swatting, but for smells, or something like that. So suddenly there's just like a great upswing in kind of calls to British Gas. No, but you can smell an odourless gas right now, you just don't know it. That's the problem. This is the thing, smell-o-vision is, it would require bonding particles to your nose. So, I assume at some point, how would you tell the difference between like the particles or the smell-o-vision particles and the real thing? So if it looks like a dead body, and it sounds like a dead body, and it smells like a dead body, how do you know that it's not a dead body? It's not just a dead body. How do you know you're not watching like a snuff murder flick, as you so often do? Well, I think you'd have to, because Hollywood is Hollywood. Films are larger than life, so that would mean you'd need larger smells than real life. You couldn't do like a regular smell. It would need to be a larger smell. Would it be a larger smell or a more potent smell? Actually, there's another point, because we assume that we're all on equal footing here. But actually, if you have a small television, then you're probably going to be less engaged with the film than if you're watching on a larger screen, or even a projector, or even a movie screen. So, by what apparatus are we enjoying this? Enjoy is a strong word for it. By what apparatus do we receive the smell-o-vision? Because if it's kind of like, oh, I couldn't afford it, so I don't actually have smell-o-vision. The film has got to be designed so you can enjoy it without the smells. But then, what if you've got like entry-level smell-o-vision versus like, what's the kind of audiophile version of a smell? Olfactorophile? Is that a thing? Well, here's the other problem. I mean, allergies, yes. If you, if you use the smell of a peanut to someone who's got a peanut allergy, then that may trigger their allergy if you are using peanuts in the smell of peanut production. Whereas I assume what you would need is like a, kind of like a generic base. Like you have on screen. It doesn't store all of the images that we're seeing. It has individual pixels of red, green, and blue, and they come out looking like, we can arrange them in enough different ways that it looks like real life, and it does look exactly like real life. So I assume you'd use a base that would smell like peanut, but actually wouldn't. It wouldn't set off allergies in the same way. So this could be a great healing technology. This could allow people who can't eat peanuts to smell peanuts. And like with vegetarians as well, the smell of meat. So it's not really the smell of meat. It's just it's the impression of the smell of meat. Here, this becomes a question of aesthetics. If I could smell any smell, what people said, nachos, fresh nachos, not like the same nachos, but it just gets worse and worse over time, over the course of the week. Oh my god. Ed Balls, for those who don't know, is a British politician. I was going to say comedian, that's not true. A British politician. But I think later on, was it like Strictly Come Dancing or something like that? But I think their first tweet was just Ed Balls, which is the name of the account, and they just said Ed Balls. I assume they were trying to Google themselves. That's the best kind of comedian, though. Like, you can't grow concrete. Yes, you can. It's so good. It's so good. You absolutely, like, for anyone who didn't see the You Can't Grow Concrete, can someone post that in the chat? Can someone post the concrete link in the chat? Because I feel like that needs to be, everyone needs to be on the same page with You Can't Grow Concrete, because it's just that funny. Concrete evidence. Nice. That was a song about dental hygiene we did together. That was, I don't remember how exactly it came out. I think you had a bass riff and then we just started rolling with it, and it turned out quite cool. I've gone from 3s to 2s here somehow. But yeah, so we kind of just started jamming on this thing, and it just kept going and kept going. I was talking to Pike about the Brrr song earlier. Because we were talking about, because we spent, I think the Brrr song was funnier than the Tupperware song that we did. Oh, Dental Hygiene Part 2 is coming. Like, we are, Gale and Music Incorporated is in. Hello. That's my thing. You can't steal. Well, actually, no. Everyone probably should steal my thing. That's probably a useful thing to encourage. Whenever I start a stream or a lesson, I always say hello, just to kind of make sure like it goes on for long enough that we can make sure the audio is working. And if other people start doing that, if I impact other people's lives enough to do that, then that'd be great. I feel like I'm too wide. I'm gonna get a bit more narrow while we do this. So we're talking about smell-o-vision and concrete, and yeah. So Brrr was funnier than the Tupperware song. So we're gonna get Sasha Swift Incorporated back to do some more Brrr related music. Hygiene to Bygene. The I could just like keep making it narrower and narrower, like the Simpsons joke. MSN Messenger. Well, throwback. So yeah, we were talking about concrete. Sasha just posted the I assume just posted the "You Can't Grow Concrete" clip, which everyone needs to see. It's so good. It's so good. I'm convinced now that you can grow. Yeah, good. That's a good point. Could everyone post their a picture of their bank card, their PIN number in chat, please? Just get that done. I never had a BlackBerry. I used to text under the table at school. You can't do that anymore because the phones don't have buttons. But I used to just be able to like text completely blind with 100% accuracy. A skill that has completely proven to be useless in real life. You kind of feel clever. Well, that's the problem. I feel like I had that. Sony Ericsson is a name that I've not heard of. That's a name that I've not heard in a long time. What was the really bricky one? You can buy anything if you're rich enough. Imagine a concrete. What was the phone that was made out of concrete? One of them was made out of concrete. There was a particular phone that was made out of concrete. It was the 3310 or something like that. I've just realised I left my, yeah, that sounds about right. I left my stream. It wasn't in a dream. No, it's real. It's real. The Zoomers don't want you to know that it's real, but the Boomers know. The 3310. There you go. I just realised I left my audio scrolling, so I'm currently on bar 1113. I'm just going to leave that rolling. We'll see what we can get up to across the span of this chat. I don't know if I can. Can I like? Let's just get this. Let's get this going. Hold on. I should be able to get my monitor going over here. There we go. Close that. Close that. Let's quickly move that there. Let's get this. Let's get this going. So that's just my kind of setup here. Let me just get that. Okay, so I should be able to edit this. It won't let me edit. Oh, it won't let me edit it. I want to edit it. Okay, no, we can't get the. We're not going to get that stream going. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to just put that behind it. There we go. Cool. So now we have a very exciting interactive exhibit. So you can see the numbers going past while live in the studio while we talk. So let me just get my chat back because I lost it. That went. I'll put this behind so you can't see. There we go. There we go. I think it makes up what? What's the magic? What's the magic number? What's the 32-bit? Oh, it's 64-bit, so it's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna be an issue. Back in 1902. I know, it's very exciting, isn't it? This is like becoming an increasingly frustrating visual cacophony. Also, all of your names have changed colour since I accidentally closed and reopened chat. This is really upsetting because, like, Sasha was red, Hooting hasn't changed colour, Mischief Teller was orange, but you've all changed now, so I have no idea who's who. Yeah, that's a good point. Hooting is still the same colour. pike is still the same colour. But everyone else has changed. Why is that? It's some. Oh, hold on a minute. No, it's only for my chat because on the main chat it hasn't refreshed. So that's really weird. Yeah. So as we were saying, I think I missed something for a minute, and suddenly everyone started talking about the year 1902, which I believe is a Nokia phone. We all look T4 same to me. I assume it's random. I can't help it, it's on random. I assume it is random, but it's not. It's too unlikely that two people in chat would be. It's too unlikely that two people in chat would be the same colour. I can't believe that. It must be some kind of weird thing. Oh, okay, there you go then. No, but why then would it change on my chat over here on this screen, but not on the actual stream that is visible over here, over there? Actually, can I get to the stream? Point it out. So actually on the stream over here. Yeah, I can do. There we go. So over here, there, because this is all the same colour, but this one over here isn't the same colour. Oh, actually, that makes more sense. If the name was chosen, sorry, back to smell-o-vision. Here we go. If the name was chosen, then I assume it will just keep that. So that makes more sense. Everyone, go. Does everyone want to just change to the same colour just to make my life as difficult as hell? Or do you all want to just start changing your colours so I can never see who's who in chat? I know that it's going to be one of these because every single time I have to kind of every single time I talk to chat, it always feels like going to war. It's like first we had weird allusions to what I was drinking. Then it was just endless blast beats, which was very exciting. And then there's always something with you people. Damn it! I've lost the game. So this has just been like an endless. I'm supposed to be practicing drums right now. I got a load of good practice done for the last hour, so now it's just kind of like noodling. Yay! You people, the sheep people. This is like Dolly the sheep. This is like cloning. This is like organ growth. We've gone back to the same part. I like that Brrr apple is now purple. That's a colour that I normally associate with apples. Purple. Oh no! I've just realised there's an apple in here that's been here for 4 weeks. I hope that's okay. There isn't like a miasma of flies in here, kind of. There aren't a miasma of flies in here. Is a miasma? Are a miasma? It's a plural noun, so I assume that's an R. There are not a miasma of flies around my kettle next to my apples, so I assume the apple is normal. I don't know if it's got prion disease. I've not checked to see if the apple's got prion. How do you test an apple for prion disease? Do apples even have prions? So I know cows have prions. I know people have prions because people are a genetic offshoot of cows, a close relative. Concrete mold. Actually, there is something weird going on up there, and none of you can see it. Not like my clock, that's normal, but like, for what I can see, my roof is like checkerboard and all flowers. Oh, so my roof is all like flowers and checkerboard and sound things. And there's a weird, like, concrete growth. There's concrete mold happening up here. I don't know how visible that is. I hope you've all got seasickness now. But there's something weird going on up there. It's like, in Silent Hill, where like, everything just starts kind of going a weird, all the walls end up going a weird colour. It's like that kind of thing, but it's taking 3 years. I think it is concrete. Yeah, exactly. It's like in what is it? Containment Breach, where it's like SCP Containment Breach, where it's like the old man, and when the old man comes through the wall, like in Silent Hill 4, when the old man comes through the wall, it like gets all mouldy and old and stuff. And I think that's what's going to happen. I feel like an old man's going to crawl through my ceiling and horrify me. By the way, I am in a haunted factory. Did I forget to mention that? This factory is haunted. A fungi apocalypse. There was actually a TV show made recently about a game that was kind of like about mushrooms and like a fungus apocalypse. Did any of you see the? I can't remember if it was a film or a TV show. What was the TV show that was about a fungi apocalypse? It was very depressing. A mushroom apocalypse. It was quite popular. I'm sure everyone in this chat will know it. Not Apocalypse Later. A video game. It wasn't. I can't remember what console it was on. It was a video game. The Last of Us. I like your thinking, but no. I am in fact referring to the Mario movie, which is about an apocalypse full of horrible mushroom people that have been distorted by the horrific experimentation that we watched the Mario movie the other day. It was very good. It was a very, very disturbing film. I find it very upsetting. Not least because Chris Pratt was in it. That was very upsetting. The Super Mayonnaise Brothers. Plants vs Zombies. I would watch a TV adaptation of Plants vs Zombies. I want to know who would play Crazy Dave in Plants vs Zombies. The neighbor. Is that his name? Crazy Dave. Who is? Charlie Day, my spirit animal. Who would play the neighbor in a film adaptation of Crazy? I don't think that's true because he's unlike me. He's not real. Actually, none of us can prove it. Actually, that would be amazing. I would absolutely watch that. I feel like Sasha's got the wrong vibe for the crazy guy in Plants vs Zombies. Like, I feel like you could write the crazy guy, but I don't feel like you could act the crazy guy. I feel like the crazy guy... It was like, Wait, wow, really? Is this a Newsman thing? By the way, I don't think anyone in this chat, I don't know if people in this chat know about Newsman, so you're welcome to post Newsman here, because Newsman is amazing. We are big fans of Newsman. Yes! Okay, yes. Pike does have the Crazy Dave vibe. Concrete Man. There has to be a Concrete Man now. Like, if you respect me at all, then you know that we have to have Concrete... There has to be Concrete Man in the upcoming. If only in minute reference. Oh, car boot. Are there car boot things going on today? Is that a thing? I didn't know there was like there was car boot stuff happening. I'm going to shift over to hands and feet because that's always a good one. Mystery Teller, there was one near us recently. I dropped my stick! There was one near us recently, but I think it was while I was ill. I feel like it was like the 23rd or something. So I didn't tell you about it because I didn't want to disappoint you. But yeah, so we're not going to that one because it's in the past. Unless... Is there a way we can get back there? Is there a way we can get back to the car boot that's already been? Because if you think about it, it's used stuff. So there must be a way. There must be a way to get back because it's already used stuff. What 15-year-old game? I feel like that's like a flex in advance. Yeah, I've not played one. I was playing Seven Seas the other day. I was playing Mummy Maze the other day. A little bit of Bookworm Adventures the other day. We're not Plants vs Zombies. I feel like that's like a stealth flex. You haven't played the 15-year-old game in 15 years because I played the 15-year-old game 15 years ago. I played it when it came out because I can buy games when they're new. Just something I cannot do. Actually, I did that with Elden Ring. That was a big splash out moment. I just want to wish you both concrete. Much concrete. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. Sniffing glue isn't something we endorse on the Bangles Drum streaming network. Think about it though. Conquers concrete. Now, also bear in mind, there is like some kind of establishment somewhere. It's like, I don't know if it's like an education facility or a re-education facility, but there is a location near us called Conkers. Conkers concrete. Make it make sense, liberals. Pilk is not of this earth. Beppis, yes. Pilk, no. Hold on. What about... I'm literally laughing at my own joke already. What about this? Think about it. Oh my god, I dropped it again. Think about it. Concrete. It's Pepsi and concrete. Now, you wouldn't think that it works, but if you mix Pepsi and concrete, because obviously the Pepsi is carbonated. There's carbon in it. So when you put the Pepsi into the concrete, it has a kind of reaction and fizzes up, and it makes the concrete. Wait for it. It makes the concrete taller. Now, we saw the interesting kind of philosophical debate about whether or not you can or cannot grow concrete. You can. You just have to water it. Like a plant. You have to water plants. So everyone knows. Many people are saying that in order to grow plants, you need to water them. But in order to grow concrete, you need to put the bubbly Pepsi in, the bubbly Beppis in. Bubbly chocolate, yeah, like an arrow. Bubbly chocolate I'll do, but bubbly is not always good. What about like bubbly milk? Bubbly milk is not good. You may put the con in concrete, but what about putting the pon in concrete? I don't know if a man in a horse costume can kill a horse in a man costume. I think that this is like one of the stretch goals for the the GoFundMe will be it'll be like a life or death game. But obviously this is a stream, so you won't. Some people will be in the audience, but it will be a limited audience because it's going to be in a basement. It's going to be in the basement here, actually. It's like the haunted basement. We're going to like do like a snuff murder thing where we make a horse in a man costume kill a man in a horse costume. It's going to be amazing. But what's great is we're going to stream it on this channel in Smell-O-Vision. It's all going to be in Smell-O-Vision. The sights, the sounds, and the smells are going to be available for everyone. And it's going to be absolutely horrible. James Nesbitt is one of those weird people where I recognise the name every single time, but I never remember who on earth he is. Who has he been in? Who has James Nesbitt been in? I'm not sure that was the question I'd intended to ask there. I really want to need to watch Tripping Clock. I was so impressed by how good it was. I've just been, because I was ill. I just don't worry when I'm ill. I don't really want to do anything. So we're just kind of end up just watching endless YouTube videos. It's that stupid problem where, in fact, this is me when I'm not healthy as well. I can watch 5 hours of YouTube videos, but I cannot bring myself to watch 1 hour of film. I'm really bad at it. I always do that. I try and do that again. Really satisfying. No, yes. Mystery Teller, we can't talk about it because it's the kind of film that you absolutely can't spoil. I think you've done enough damage in that regard. But we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once last night. It was a very good film. I cannot recommend it enough. Film. Concretium. Concretium is my favourite element. Because it's like concrete but it grows. You hated it! Is there a way you can explain why you hated it without really kind of referencing anything particularly in it? I was shouting at the screen through half of it. I thought it was so good. I think I can see that yes, messy it was, but just enjoyable as a watch. Yeah, I really was impressed. I didn't think it was kind of shit. I thought it was really good. That's interesting. You liked it when you first saw it, but it grew off you in the meantime. Is that like Donnie Darko is a film that has the power to do that? A film that has less depth than it initially seems. Although a large reason for that is overlong, perhaps. I didn't mind the length of it. Donnie Darko, watching the director's cut, I think it was, it just completely ruined that movie for me. Chekhov's thing. Chekhov's pilk. Chekhov's concrete. It's when you, I think Chekhov's concrete is any concrete that is laid in the first act. This is a playwriting thing. Obviously, it applies to films as well, but it came from plays. Any concrete that's laid in the first act has to have grown into a beautiful concrete tree by the third act. That's the Chekhov's concrete. Yeah, well, the original Donnie Darko is very good, and it does hold up, I think. But the problem is there's a director's version of it, and if you're not careful, you'll end up with that version. Some streaming kind of services only have one of them. The director's version is really bad. It's kind of like the Blade Runner director's cut thing, where there exists it's not the Blade Runner, I think it was maybe the original cut, I forget, with Blade Runner, where there's like a voiceover that just ruins it and explains everything in a really obvious way. With the director's cut in Donnie Darko, not only do they kind of over-explain everything with some needless cut-ins, but they needlessly change a lot of the editing and a lot of the music choices as well. They just feel like they're just inappropriate. Not even inappropriate, just they're not as good. And I assume that's probably a licensing thing, maybe. I don't know, but I assume it's a licensing thing. But it's just, I really wasn't that impressed by the director's cut. And it's a real shame, because a couple of years ago, me and Mischief Teller went to the cinema to see Donnie Darko. I assume Mischief Teller had seen it. I know we went with Blade Runner. Yeah, absolutely. Just not great. But but I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. And then they put on the director's cut. It's like, this is rubbish. This is so rubbish. It's just frustrating to watch, especially knowing how good the original is. Again, I think there is in a sense, it lacks depth. I think Donnie Darko has less depth than it seems, but it's still such a strong film. It's still a strong film, to enjoy anyway. Yeah, absolutely. That sums up Donnie Darko. It's like, it's the film that everyone watched as a teen. It was everyone's first philosophy film. It was very good. And I still to this day laugh at, how do you feel being denied these hungry hippos? What? Oh, no. I was genuinely thinking, what was young Anakin in that film? The thing is, the added bonk sounds really make it though. The added bonk sounds. This is the thing. You come for the conk, but you stay for the bonk. That's just it. I keep dropping these bloody sticks. You come for the conk, but you stay for the bonk, and then you get the ponk, which is the concrete. The ponk is what really gets you, whether you know it or not. You come for the conk, but you stay because you got bonk. Actually, I can't watch that video. Actually, I probably could watch that video. I don't know. I'm not sure I've got everything set up. So, conk is not an acronym. Conk is an acrostic. It's the first letter of a poem that is going to get written in chat in a minute. Oh my goodness! Wait, someone has actually taken notice of in terms of drum stuff. Someone noticed the drum tags. That means I've actually got to start putting effort in. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? This stream has gotten very weird. It was supposed to be like a kind of a practice stream, but then we started talking about concrete and growing organs using concrete, and then we started talking about I don't know. I can't remember where we went from there. It's been a whole psychedelic smell-o-vision. That's what it was. And the reason that we're currently in TikTok-o-vision is because it smells better under the smell-o-vision. I think that's the reason we're doing. Drumming facts. Drummers don't have livers. That's just that's a thing. Drummers are actually hollow inside. It's like you know, like when you see like a crab that has the you know, like crabs when they've got like a hermit crab that lives inside its shell. It's like that kind of thing, where drummers basically just live inside this kind of thing. There's nothing in here. It's mostly just meat, I think. I'm drumming a hexagon. This is I think this belongs to Brrr about 20 years ago. It's a rubber thing with some rubber on it. This stream didn't go as concrete as we expected it to go. It's all good. But yeah, so it's just it's good for practicing on. It doesn't make as much noise as the actual kit. If there are other people here, should I go over to the drum kit? Is that a thing I should do? Because I have got a drum kit behind me over here with a load of microphones on it. I should probably go and play some drums if that's a thing. I need to go and grab this thing. That's a hexagon, but I need to grab my square if we're gonna go for the drum kit. This square is upside down. Hold on. Come back to me, gravity. So I'll head over to the drum kit and see what's going on. Once I got it set up. Can you fingerprint a sausage? Did you say finger paint or fingerprint? Fingerprint. Okay, everyone's almost right. Okay, so that's that. Okay, let me get this old chestnut set up. Hold on. I don't think he's attuned because I've been off sick all week. So I'm gonna have to go and sneakily set this all up. Kid name. Walter. Cool, okay. So, I'm pretty sure this should sound okay. Can someone who knows what good drum sound like, tell me if this does not sound like good drum? Actually, I've just realised you might not have been able to hear any of that. Am I audible? Am I audible over here? Is that audible? You can't hear anything. Nothing. That's disconcerting. Not even when I talk like now. Have I got anything here? Anything here? Anyone? Anything? No. Check. Because it looks like it should be going. You can hear me. Okay, cool. And so, if I start playing drums, does this come through clearly? Or maybe even clear enough? Go. This is going to be as good as we can get it. Is it basically fine? The good old thing. I'm trying to set this up so it's not punching me in the mouth, which is what's currently going on, but it's also not getting hit by my sticks. I need to get I need to get a headset mic. I'm currently at war with my setup. This is about as good as it will get. I've done a couple of
couple of kind of attempts at getting it cleaner, and unfortunately, I'm just waiting for the budget for a headset mic. So that will hopefully be. I've got a headset mic over there, but it didn't actually work, so it went too cheap. So I'm probably gonna get something like that later on this month or next month. But either way, so. So, I never really know what to do when I'm kind of trying to talk and play at the same time. I feel like when I'm trying to, it was when I was saying, what was it? It wasn't hello. I was saying something else. Oh, it was when I was saying, it was really. So, I always feel like I should be trying to match what I'm saying to the drum beat. Always with the bad it's always with that I can't talk and sing on a second. Always with the thing, the badum tis, the rim shot. I think I'm the bad joke if anything. Definitely don't think I should be rapping. I do actually. The only trouble is I'm vaguely aware. I'm vaguely aware of the Twitch copyright problem. So I've not currently come up with a way around that. At the minute, this is relatively gestalt. I started relatively recently, and I'm trying to kind of slowly work up to speed, but it's one of those problems where I'm not going to do a drum rap because my drum rapping skills are subpar. I've kind of accidentally overexpanded where everything has kind of gone live and the setup is currently not as good as I would like for it to be while live. So I'm kind of just winging it a little bit, but I think that's only so terrible. If it means I've got an excuse to sit around playing drums and mucking around, I don't mind too much. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Copyright-free music. So, what? Oh, really? As long as I don't publish the VOD. Is that the issue? Interesting. I will have to investigate that because that would solve a whole lot. Interesting. Cool. Sweet. I'm currently scheming to, nice. Cool. Okay. That's really useful information. I really appreciate that. Because I have been worrying about it. I've been like, I'm the kind of person where I'll just be paranoid that I'm going to get like, I don't know, arrested and taken away in the night for accidentally broadcasting something that belongs to a record label. It's just been, sweet. Cool. Well, I think this is currently set to, this will actually go to VOD, so I can plan for that in future. In the meantime, I will have, what have we got in terms of stuff that isn't group free? I don't think I've prepped anything particularly interesting without that. It's all copyright stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to stream anything from Great Manta yet. Bangor. Oh, is this this isn't drumming Discord, is it? I'm in a drumming Discord, but I've not posted there because I'm really nervous of people. Whereas here, this is fine because I'm Here, I just feel like I'm in my castle, so it's fine. But I'm in a drumming Discord. I don't know if it's the drumming Discord that you are in, that you were talking about. But if you post a link here, I'll find it. But it'll be fine. Yeah, you can't technically play copyrighted music, but I assume it's one of those, like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, absolutely. Send me a link to that. I'd really appreciate it. I think I'm down under everything as Bangle Drum anyway, but I don't know if it's the kind of thing you post in chat or whatever. I'm of low brainage. I do not have very much brain, especially when I'm trying to play and talk at the same time. I think I'll probably be under my own name actually. I might be under Diane Galen. If I'm down there under Diane Galen, then I think I've spoken to a couple of people there. DIANEGALEN. Oh, yeah, add me and I'll yeah, sure. The one I'm in right now, I joined it after Jay Posthones from Tesseract did a couple of live streams. I mean, it was a Q&A, I forget. And I think it was called the Drumming Discord, something like that. Anyway, I posted about 3 messages in there and then got overwhelmed because there were too many people in there, so I kind of backed down from it. But I tend to err towards smaller Discords. The mental agility of a small soap dish, absolutely. Now you're talking my language. That's the kind of low mental acuity that I'm into. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're welcome to drop me a message on Facebook or just post on my. I don't even know if you'll be able to post it. Yeah, I'll sort it. Anyway. I really appreciate the. I really appreciate it. I got this kick pedal at the London Drum Show in 2014. I believe on the first day, and it rained. And so I remember trying to carry this kick pedal back through London in the rain, and then it turned out that someone I knew knew where the after party for the thing was happening. So we went to this pub. And they started pointing out, oh, there's this really famous person. There's this really famous person. And I was like, wow, this is cool. I'm going home. And immediately just left. And I think that's a good summary of my my entire drumming career is finding out that something cool is happening and then fleeing in panic. fancy soap containment devices. There must be a way to get the text bigger on this. Hold on. Let me just see what these elven eyes see. There must be a way to get it bigger. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, I can read! Cool. Fastest bonks in the West. Probably not. For anyone who is actually able to play drums, I am not superbly quick. I've got a little bit in there. Mashing the follow, going lurk mode. Very much appreciated. I'm currently in the stonks phase. I'm trying to get more stonks by making the number go up. The more numbers, the better. And that's a fact. That's just, everyone knows more numbers are better. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm going to drop you a message when I finish, and I will ask you to invite me to the thingy. This won't let me do a thingy. Please make the chat bigger so I can read. Yay, I did it. Cool. I really appreciate that. I think it should be quite a lot of fun. Especially because how many bars on the PC? I can't see from here, but it looks green. Yeah, I kind of figured that if people are taking interest, that's amazing. If people don't, then I can just practice. I don't care. Like, I was cutting video for ages. It used to take ages to try and do this kind of stuff. So now I can just do it on stream, and it's great. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Usually it's 7 o'clock. Sometimes it's 6 o'clock. But I post about it every day. Saturday's usually 6. Monday and Wednesday usually 7. I've not decided if I'm going to do Wednesday because I believe that one of my friends is doing their own live stream that I'm going to join for an album called Panta Ray, and I cannot remember his band name, which is really embarrassing. But either way, I will probably mention it at some point. I'll find out before the end of the stream. Turns out that I can actually play copyrighted music. Not today, because I think that if I do that now, I've got to deal with the VOD. I think I'd have to get the session set up, especially with like a drumless track. Because if I play drums over the drums, it's going to get really annoying. But I can certainly do. I should probably just like prep a whole load of drumless tracks. That's the thing I should really do. Because I could just reel that up and play it. I assumed that was always impossible, but that's kind of interesting. Drums over the. That's fair enough then. I think I overthink a lot of this. I think this is probably functional enough that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, for sure. I think mucking around. I like mucking around a lot. Both in real life and also on the drums. It's all the same. It's all the same. I just realized it's basically the first time I've played drums properly since the Great Manta gig. When we played in Leicester with Kairos and Ilo. I was super disappointed after that. I thought I played really, really badly, but it came out kind of pretty well. Come and think of it. The drummer from Hawaii I don't actually know what the drummer from Hawaii 5-0 is. Is that as a really big long kind of that kind of thing, just rolling around the top? Oh my god, I am sick to death of Night to Fire. I've had enough of that musical now. I never want to listen to Dolly Parton ever again. That's about as close as we can get to Beethoven number 5. 433 by John Cage. That's what I've been playing as we speak. I suppose one thing I could probably do is just play all the stuff that I just noodle about in the songwriting streams. There was that Terracotta, I think this was. Sasha, do you ever wake up in the morning with a drummer in your head? If you wake up in your bed, are you lucky? Is that a thing that you would say applies to your life experience, perhaps? I assume that every single time I gently brush my cheek against the microphone seductively, I assume that makes a really annoying noise the whole time. Concrete station. Play concrete. So long, concrete. still waiting for Frozen Trail to pick up my emails. I don't think he's emailing back. Gay is a word of appreciation, even. Absolutely, absolutely. It's fine. It's fine. I'm so unused to having this mic in front of me. I know there's a way to try and shift it out of the way. The thing is, I'm always compromising between getting the microphone out of the way. I can't even think. I was gonna do something clever. I was mucking around with the alien hip hop groove from the Virtual Nazi alien hip hop groove earlier. I'm not very good at it, but the horrible. Such a good groove. But I can't get it clean. It's way harder than the Pyramids on Mars one that I normally go for. The horrible 70 version. I think that knowing now that I'm actually able to play copyrighted music without being instantly sentenced to death, that is useful. That is interesting information. I doubt there's any way I can capture the stream on VOD and export it and also do that, but maybe I have to do it for specific streams, perhaps. But I mean, it doesn't really matter too much if I'm not kind of getting footage out of this, because I could just choose to. Pardon me. I could just. I've not had any water. I'm gonna grab some water. I don't know if you'll hear me while I'm rambling over here. But I suppose I could just choose specific streams to enshrine with the joy of the rapturous joy of getting, getting recorded. Just do stuff where it's not copyrighted. Because there's still the Great Manta stream. That I tried to stream that the other day and that didn't work out. But I can, well, that's what I was thinking, something like that. But oh, that's clever actually. I could probably just record locally. Do VOD without the thing, and then oh yeah, that's so clever. It's good that some. Why are you going back through my YouTube videos to find my rare cuts? Zoom H2N test. Good grief! Who knows what you'll find back there? Mr. Tail was trying to explain Funky Town to me. I don't know what Funky Town is still. But yeah, that's probably smarter. One of the main reasons I started doing like streaming is I was spending too long setting recording gear up and shooting stuff and editing it. And I thought, actually, here I can just do this, and it immediately demonstrates all of the stuff that I would get out of a kind of a recorded session without having to do any editing, which is nice because I don't have time to do that. So I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's gonna be stuff there from when I was like 16 or so. That's gonna be him. Oh, good grief. I think there is. I don't think that was on my YouTube channel. That was more recent. That was when I was just testing my slidey bar. That was what was that? Fair, like that is a thing I absolutely could do if I was going to go through earth drowning. I'd have to figure out the volumes. I could just run Devil's Bridge, but it's just going to be like endless drum shed. I can't see what you're typing, Sasha, because it just looks garbled on my end. But it looks like you've typed, "Let me do it for you." Oh yeah, the chat's just bonkers. I don't know if I think you got in after all the crazy stuff. We spent an hour talking about replacing organs with like concrete bit by bit. It was a whole thing. Weird Creatives Corner. It's worse than that, though, isn't it? It's weirder than that. Oh, I left my water on the other side of the room. Hold on. Ah. I didn't leave my water on the other side of the room. It was behind me. Ah. It's like Weird Creatives Corner's like dregs. Because, like, normally it's all fine, and then as soon as I start drinking, everyone gets weird about it. It's a bad time. It's a bad time. Why does it have to come up? Anyway, so I feel like if I did earth drowning though, a lot of it's too ambient. So maybe that's not so terrible because it is all. I'm just noodling around anyway. Yeah, let's go get earth drowning. Let's do it. Hold on, 1 second. So I'm just gonna sneakily shift back over here for a minute, where I'm going to be slightly more audible. Oh no! Oh, I can't do earth drowning because I don't have headphones. I must have headphones. I must have headphones in here somewhere. That's so bad. These are functional? I assume these are functional. That's so embarrassing. I know. Let's see if we can get this functioning. This is so bad. Oh, Christ. There's no way this headphone can work. Yeah,
That's dead. I don't think I've got any headphones in here. I realised this morning that I didn't have any headphones. I left my headphones on the table. Oh, I'm still over here. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I forgot I was in TikTok mode. That's so funny. I think I left my headphones on the table, so I figured it'd be fine. Hold on. Wait, we got some. We got some. We're okay. We're okay. These are still janky, but they do work. So, what I will do is, Earth Drowning is copyrighted to me, to Abzenith Noise Recording, I believe. So, let me just figure out where on Earth Drowning is, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Where is it? It must be in here somewhere. I can't see what OBS is doing, so that's always frightening. What's even worse is I can't see what chat is doing again. That's really frightening. Come on. This must be... No. What if I download it? Can I download it? I can't believe I've got to pirate my own music. That's so funny. Let's see if I can get away without pirating this. Come on. Without having to pirate my own music. Come on. Who knows? Who knows? This is such a good idea as well. It's 180 megabytes. Oh, that's a WAV. Oh, it's an MP3, it's fine. Oh, and the MP3 is on my hard drive. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Right. So in theory, this will start making noise around now. I assume that this is audible. I'm gonna go and check in over here. I've gotta change my shit back. If I remove this, the audio is going there. I should be sending the stream mix. There we go. That should be now audible. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing? I'm currently trying to get a load of stuff set up. Let's find out if that works if I go back over here. Which means I need drumsticks. The big question is whether anything is where's my mic? Whether anything is coming through here. Because it sounds like it is. So I assume we are good to attempt to put music to Earth Drowning. I expect the levels are inconvenient. How are those levels on your end? If I start trying to play over the top of this. Is that working? I'm not getting any feedback, so I assume that is not working, because you should be hearing violin right about now. My voice should be normal. Is that coming through? Who knows? Who knows? Nothing? So there should be music going right about now. No one's giving me anything, so I'm just assuming this is all... Thank you for that, Sasha. You're like the one person who can help me. It is working! Yay! Is it, are the levels okay? The levels go through alright. Yay! That's fine, but I can turn the drums down. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. The birds and the flowers will greet me, and we will ride on a radio wave to the sky. Ride on a radio wave to the sky. Good enough for something unplanned. Ride on a radio wave to the sky. So. Yay! Anyway, appreciative hooting is the violin. Yeah, appreciative hooting. I think violin and
some humming and just all around writing. Never intended to be drummed to, so it's a bit weird playing to it now. Except this bit, which I know was I think a better idea maybe in theory than practice. A 15-pound train ticket and the wheels I'm crossing Yeah. I think you have more than credits than that, though. I think one is a great unspoken. Probably like prep a bit more audio because I can run stuff off my phone, but it doesn't come out very well. This there, I think it's probably going to come out kind of weird. I might get rid of the audio. You absolutely should go. Wait, this is the Devil's Bridge over Cleveland. Earth Rally what should have been, or drain the well of what could have been. Radio eroticism. Really, really, really cool. And if someone posts in the chat, that'd be really cool. But I'm gonna fade it out. It's kind of, I don't know, difficult to find the middle ground in terms of doing a drum stream. There we go. But it's a thing. It's a thing. Anyway. Yes. And I also had those. Interesting, the voice is quiet. Because it shouldn't be. Unless I forgot to unmute the microphone. Which it looks like I didn't do. So I would have thought that my voice is very, 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 very loud when I'm doing stuff here. Yeah, I'm going to leave the music out for now. Just figure that out. I remember most of that was all just mucking around with like weird fives and stuff, and I like fives. Everyone knows that 5s and 7s and 11s and 13s all get better if you put a 3 under them. That's alright. that's a difficult question because I feel like the answer would be someone like someone that I already know most of everything I want to know about that technique, because there's so much out there about how to play, just like videos and interviews and stuff. So someone like Gavin Harrison or Marco Miniman or Virgil Donati feels kind of like a bit of a waste almost. It'd be gratifying, but I don't think it'd be useful. So who would be the most useful drummer to have a meeting with? That's a really difficult question. Neil Peart. I think Neil Peart would be the most interesting. He's unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. I think about 2020. But Neil Peart would be the one, I think. Neil Peart's really, really cool. And he's just a all-around really nice guy. Not just because he's Canadian. But just the way they talk about people talk about their experiences with Neil Peart. Even if Neil Peart is sick of your shit, Neil Peart would still be nice to you about it. To 9 now, which is fast approaching my bedtime. What I normally attempt to do is to stream about 2 hours a session. More than that, and I find I become less interesting. If you could imagine that. Less interesting than concrete organs and Pringles disease and whatever God knows what on earth we spoke about. But time flies when you're having fun. What? I'm trying to think of an interesting thing to go on a bag with, because there must be some. There must be someone without headphones. Is the infuriating thing. If I had headphones with me that were functional, in-ear headphones. I don't think I've got anything. It's terrible. Unless they're in my car. I don't think they are in my car. I think it's probably a wild goose chase to start trying to change things up now. I learned the lesson, and I slowly improve with time. So, well, me. I apologize. So, I can also probably improve this a little bit. I think what I really need to do is just to retune the whole kit. The whole kit needs to just come up because it is currently sounding pretty ugly. Just all around not nice to listen to. So what I'm gonna have to do is just do that at some point. I should probably have done that as a stream at some point. Move this back a bit. There we go. So, in terms of things to do, I didn't really set an agenda for today. I never normally try and think about it in a bit more detail. Always the hand foots. Foot hands and hand foots. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that. Not clean, but I like it. Can I do it the other way around? I think I kind of played that before. Did I play it before? Nice thing. I'm tired, and that means I'm probably going to have to stop because I've not eaten in longer than I should have. So, I'm going to head back over the desk to plan and scheme.
So, I now find myself back at the desk over here. We're going to come out of smell-o-vision now, back to normal. And that's been a whole incredibly interesting, very, very useful and educational stream. I've cut myself somehow on the symbols. Useful and educational stream. I'm first of all amazed that people came, I got raided. That's kind of cool. I did not ever expect anyone to actually turn up to these. I'm endlessly appreciative of everyone who does turn up to them. But that's like, oh no, actual drummers, that's scary. But the knowledge that, first of all, there is a way around the copyright thing is interesting, because I think that's one of the great limitations of this, is that I've been thinking, how on earth do I play music? So the fact that I can just play songs is like awesome. That saves us a whole load of trouble. So what I will probably do, no, I'm a pretend. I'm concrete. It's just concrete in here, no drumming. Well, the fact that there's a way around the copyrighted music stuff is interesting. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to first of all go home and eat some food. But then I'm going to message those people who are in chat. I'm going to track them down. I'm going to I'm going to hunt them down, and I'm going to find out what's going on with the drum Discord, and maybe I can find out more. Maybe there's a way to develop this. Maybe there's something interesting going on with this. So, my question then, my parting question to you all is, can you grow concrete? Can you grow concrete? Because I don't think we came up with a definitive answer. The guy on the news had a definitive answer. Yes, of course you can grow concrete. But I'm not convinced that you actually can. I feel like it's going to be, I don't know. Maybe this is something we need to look at more into on stream. Can concrete be successfully grown out of, I don't know, what do you even grow? Pilk? Concrete? The ground? What do you even plant concrete on? Anyway, I am going to go away because I am tired. What I'm going to leave you with is some more of Devil's Bridge. I don't know from where. Maybe do it from about here. I don't know what goes on here. I'm just going to skip from a random part. I'm going to leave you on Devil's Bridge. And if you want to listen to more of this, this is Earth Drowning from Soil to Sky by Radio Eroticism, which just came out yesterday. And Appreciative Hooting did an awesome job on it. And I am also on it, for better or worse. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. So I hope you all have a really, 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 really nice evening. I really, really appreciate you all sticking around. It's awesome to kind of feel like I'm in a room full of friends all the time. And I will see you then. Bye. Awesome to meet you, Kilpro. I will message you and someone else in a minute. Have an awesome evening. Thank you so much. See you soon. And over to there. And I turn the mic. And remember, I turned the audio down, so I turn it back up.
Nobody will tell themselves what should have been, or drain the well of what could have been. to grow from my eyes.